The Monzón Fellowship has given me the opportunity to meet people that I wouldn't have met any other way. My name is Lene Corrales. I am born in Yuma, raised in San Luis, Mexico.
I'm Natalie Washington. I'm actually born in Oregon, raised in Hawaii, but I'm residing in South Phoenix.
Jose Hernandez from Phoenix, Arizona.
Xavier Gonzalez, or a lot of people call me X. Born and raised on the west side of Phoenix.
My name is Haley Creighton. I am originally from Chandler, Arizona, but I have been living in Flagstaff, Arizona for about 7 years.
My name is Andrew Simic. I live in Avondale, Arizona.
My name is Tristan Black, and in Navajo, I always introduce myself through my clan. So Kia Ani Nishle, Twirichi ni Bashishin, Bit Ani Dashiche Ado, Kizatlana Dashanella, Le Tehili, Arizona Nasha. So my 4 clans are the Tower House clan, born for the Bitterwater clan, and my maternal lineage is within the Folding Within Arms clan, and my paternal lineage is the Many Goats clan. So I come from the community of Tsaili, Arizona, on the Navajo Nation, so I'm a citizen of the Navajo Nation.
Ana Benitez. I'm from Casa Grande, Arizona.
My name is Tito Romero. I'm a community organizer and farmer here in Tucson, Arizona. I come from migrant parents. My dad is from Honduras and Cuyamelito, and my mom is here from La Frontera in Sasabe, Sonora, a small ejido. And that's really shaped like my worldview as far as how I want to help people, how I want to work in community, how I want to struggle in community with people, and why it's really important. It was just really good to be around so many people from different parts of life, you know, and not everybody was a community organizer, not everybody is in policy, you know, so it's been really good to just like intermingle with all these different people, learn from these people, laugh with these people, but all that has been like medicine to me. The laughter, the tears, the reflecting points, the new friends that we're walking away with. I can really lean on 20 new people from all across the state of Arizona.
I am a first generation Latina. My parents are both immigrants and came here from Mexico. I remember in the first session, it was, about visionary and kind of seeing what our ancestors have built for us. Knowing that at one point, 100 years ago, it was hard for everyone in each generation in their own way with their own challenges. Personally, myself as being the oldest daughter, always being the translator and having to then, like as a teenager growing up, be the one to explain documents and everything like that to my family members. Monzón really helped me be okay with knowing that some of the, generational things we're trying to heal from.
One of the teachings was where ancestors were writing letters to their future self. Our ancestors fought for things for us without ever any guarantee of succeeding, and we could just look at emancipation, right? But we're still fighting a different type of battle. But in that battle to free people, they organized, they moved with the fear of death. And there was no guarantee that they would ever succeed, but they still did it anyway. They had no education or limited education, limited access to resources, and everything was so hidden. Yet they found the resolve to champion their way through it and free their people and just really pave the way for us to continue to fight.
Monzón is a space I feel held and also pushed. So it's definitely both at the same time. It's sit here in your power, learn your confidence in what you have to offer in this space, but also challenge yourself. Hear from different perspectives, hear different readings you may or may not agree with, and just sit in that discomfort. And it was a really, really interesting space. That's not something I'm always comfortable with, but it really pushed me to get more comfortable with it, to do comfort +1 is kind of what we said in this fellowship.
I actually had a little bit of an issue with our cohort. Actually, it wouldn't even be an issue. It was a learning experience. And I actually found that more valuable than most of our actual readings and exercises and things like that, because it created a real world application for us to work through conflict and tension. So I feel like that was the most valuable experience and lesson that we've learned so far. So I feel like in that situation, I actually did more teaching along with some of my fellows rather than learning. But for those that were in more of the learning capacity, I feel like I've already seen a change. There's already been that spark within them. I feel like it also helped me teach others how to navigate through those uncertain spaces. Because as a Black and Indigenous woman, like that's something that I've always had to deal with already, is being in uncomfortable spaces. And so now I've helped people navigate also being in uncomfortable spaces.
We've had difficult days here where you are challenged, where your worldviews and your conceptions about things are challenged. And I think that's the most powerful part about it, is that it's a container for you to make mistakes. It's a container for you to ask questions that you might not be able to necessarily ask in your professional or personal world, and have people give you real feedback to help you grow from that, provide coaching that helps you grow from that. And ultimately, if you are willing to accept that vulnerability and then provide that vulnerability yourself, you can really grow a lot in that. And I am not the same guy I was back in May when this process started.
I've really loved learning at Monzón is different perspectives, especially from the tribal nations. I previously had not had exposure to their struggles, and finding out that even across the state, the struggles and ways in which our communities are suppressed are very similar makes me really understand that our community is bigger than just my little border town, that the struggle is in every corner of our state. And so having those perspectives and taking them back home really helps me realize that there's more of us than there is oppressors. And so there is a lot of power in our numbers, and Monzón has really helped open my eyes to that. Monzón Fellowship has given me the opportunity to meet people that I wouldn't have met any other way, and has provided a broadened perspective of my worldview. And I think that's something that's invaluable, and I didn't even have to leave the state.
I think that moment was really special, and it was something of value, because part of when we give back to our communities, whether it be teachings or stories, there's always that giving back to what we receive. So Tito has always been very knowledgeable, has been resourceful, and his story that he shares really resonated with me. You know, growing up with your hands and utilizing your hands as work. And so that was really an important factor of why, you know, giving that flower to Tito was also a blessing for him, for all the work that he's done and helping out his community and being there for his family. So I really appreciate Tito's leadership, and as well as all the other fellows too. But it was a really special moment for me, because that's part of what we do back home, is we always give back whenever we can, whether it be food or a song or a teaching, and a flower was a good way to sum up throughout this whole fellowship journey.
In all this time of serving others and taking care of others, I wasn't slowing down. I wasn't smelling the roses. I wasn't pouring back into myself. Sometimes it was me running on fumes, pouring from a very empty cup. In these last 5 months, I've been able to fill that cup back up and to be able to be continuous service to others. And I'm very grateful to have made it here. And now on my last day here at Monzón, it's surreal to think 5 months passed that fast. But the lessons and the stories will be for me forever.
I'm gonna say season 4, and cohort 4 was the best season so far. Well, just thank you to the Instituto team and to everybody that put time and effort into our Monzón Fellowships. If you are interested and you want to participate with us, please do. We need all the help that we can get, and we all need to work together in order to create the Arizona that we want, especially since we're coming up on 250 years. We need to have a lot better 250 years here in these United States.
Tito! own the puppy dog.
Oh!